Can't believe you would act like that in public. Okay. Damn, that's ignorant. See, that's intelligent, and that you're not ignorant.
The difference between a real woman and
a real woman?
Yeah. That's all I said. I just wanted him to see you recording me.
No, you don't understand. No, you're ignorant. Yeah, you're ignorant as fuck. Yeah, I'll call the cops on you.
That man up here with a little boy just like a girl, man. That shit's sad. So what? I said he up here with a little boy just like a female. Why are you talking to me? I don't want to talk to you.
Because you're aggressive.
I'm waiting on food and I'm not. But you directed it to me. You ain't a little child.
They're trying to break it up. Do you not understand?
You talking about him being with like whoever, but you in front of your kid.
Exactly.
I'm telling my son the difference between a woman and a child.
You said don't act like me. There's something wrong with me.
I teach my son.
Like you coming into my job causing issues.
I teach my son. I don't be a man, bro. To not act like
thank
that.
you.
It don't matter. Like you not like.
I understand with my daughter trying to have a fucking meal, man. Can't believe you would act like that in public.
Okay, so here we are. We are back with another episode of stupidity. Granted, I'm going to play the devil's advocate. Now, I feel like even though I am from the LGBT community, I agree with teaching your children the difference between a man and a woman, because nowadays, with all the surgeries and everything going on, you know, we had drag where you can obviously tell a man from a woman, but nowadays they are going all the way through with the surgeries and things of that sort, the scientific methods. I get it. But when you start getting to the point of being disrespectful and you're talking out loud and you're making it blatantly rude and obnoxious, obviously a kid, guess what? It sometimes you gotta learn when to tone it down, bro. Cause I get you're trying to teach the difference, but you're also being stupid. You have to respect people, you know? And I'm sure that child probably didn't even get loud with it. If they asked the question, I'm sure they most likely was not loud or disrespectful. But you made it obvious to the point where you were trying to make yourself seem that you were talking about this person. Then this what really caught me off guard, because you was like, I'm not worried about, basically in so many terms, I'm not worried about somebody that's trying to be a woman with no ass. Why are you looking at their ass? This is what I be talking about. He is so DL, like he is a punk. This is what I get out of it, because when you make it obvious, I always tell people, when you go out your way to make it obvious that you are trying to get the attention of those who you do not quote unquote agree with or the things that they're doing, bro, they weren't even worrying about you. You go out your way, you come out of your way to come in, they're already there. You don't agree with what they do, but you make it obvious that you don't like what they do, so you want some type of attention. That's like these old super ratchet ghetto girls. They be trying to get attention but end up getting the wrong attention, bro. And I'm trying to teach my son the difference between a man and a woman. Bro, stop it. We know what you're trying to do. You trying to really like rage bait, but at the same time you trying to like get attention, and at the same time you're looking. I ain't worried about somebody that's trying to be a woman with no ass. What did the ass have to do with what you're trying to teach your son? Like, and you just keep looking. Then the person was like, I'm just sitting here with my daughter trying to eat. Even if you do not agree, they may not be in full drag, but they may just be in female clothing, and you don't agree. But you don't have to do all that, and then you're doing all that argumentative junk in front of your son. Like, you're making it seem like it's A-okay to be like that. You're going to get your son beat the fuck up. Because if you would have got the right one that day, that you would have pulled that on, they would have beat you up. And as we know, it's very embarrassing to get beat up by somebody that you consider something that you don't agree with. And we've seen so many of those cases. But see, you don't know how to mind your motherfucking business. Okay? That's fine. Now, let's get to these stupid ass comments. After this, okay, so the caption is, after this, transgender uploaded this video claiming the dad warned his son to stay away from the transgender and don't end up like him. The father claims he was teaching his son the difference between a boy and a girl and didn't want his son to be influenced while getting Popeyes. That's understandable. I don't, hey, you can't tell a parent how to raise their child, but at the end of the day, you have to teach them respect, right? Let's see. LGBTQ community is a very entitled group of people. You can be what you want, don't mean everyone has to accept it. And that's true. Styles 86, that is true. Because guess what? We are not asking you to accept our lifestyle, but be respectful. If you don't like it, then turn your fucking head. That's like if you see something online that you don't like. It's so many people that feel so bold behind these screens because we're hundreds to thousands of miles away, and a lot of people won't fly out just to whoop your ass for being a thug behind these keys. So you feel bold enough to type. You don't agree, that's fine, but keep the fuck scrolling or keep the fuck pushing. That's like if you're in person, you don't like it. Most likely you're not going to say nothing, but you're just going to look and turn your lip up or say what you got to say mentally. But y'all so bold with these damn keys these days. All right, let's see. Isa237, the dad has every right to teach his son the difference between a man, female, males that dress like women is not okay, and women who dress like men are not okay. And that's fine with your big ass forehead. That's fine. And this the one I think I had a little riff-raff with because, bitch, at the same time, that's fine. You don't have to agree, and I'm going to continue to say that. But you're going to be respectful. So, I feel like, especially with the women, you have an issue with what's going on. You don't have to agree with what they're wearing. But then when you get to the point of, oh, they don't have to respect that person because even though they're out with their children, they can say what they want to say out loud and teach their children. That's okay. Teach your children. But go out the fucking door and be like, hey, you see that? Don't do that. Or whatever the case may be. But why would you feel like it's okay to do that in front of that person? And you also see that this person have a child. So not only are you trying to teach your child a lesson, but you're also teaching that child that it's okay to be disrespectful. So now this child have to realize, oh, I'm in a society of something that people don't agree with, but now that baby have to be prone to see if that situation would have went a totally different way and you would have had a fight and they would have lost their parent. All because you couldn't keep your fucking mouth shut. Looking like a broke ass Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to agree, but be fucking respectful, bro. But it also make you look like you are interested because you got something to fucking say out loud and you want a fucking attention. When you're built like me, bitch. One of those who will bend over in your crack showing. You look like the type that'll feel the breeze but still won't pull your fucking pants up because you want attention back there. As you said, with no ass. 619 on mine. It's his kid. Mind your business. Get your own kid. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Because at the end of the day, ho, they got their own child too. As you heard, they're with their daughter as well. Your daddy must be dead. Your baby daddy must be dead. Your daddy may be too. I just felt the need to say that. And for it to just come on out, maybe that was discernment of spirit. Who knows? He could tell his son what he wants. And he can. But be fucking respectful. Shady dope. Respect to that man. Protect your son, fam. Okay. Protect them. But that just may be the same son that end up messing with a trans just because you going out your way to tell them not to. And they dressed up as a woman. So guess what? It may just be, he may just end up being the one bent the fuck over. We don't know. Protect your kids however you feel necessary. Please do so. But at the end of the day, be fucking respectful. That's all we're saying. Because you're going to get that right one. And you're going to teach them. Yes. Teach them as you feel. But again, teach them to be respectful. Because just as you're offended by what they're wearing, that person is going to be offended by what the fuck you just said. And beat you and your motherfucking son up. Talking about I'm teaching my son. That son looked like he didn't even want to be put in the middle the fuck of it. That's all I'm saying. I don't even have to go down the rest of the comments because, bitch, if you agree with how he did it, then that's fucked up. You are the problem. Granted, I don't mind you saying, because I don't agree. I never have. Like, all that trying to go into the restroom and you dress like a girl, but you are a man. Trans is so new to me, especially with the surgery. I never knew they could have surgery. Even when I felt in my insides that I've always wanted to chop my chi-chis off, I never knew that was even an option. But at the end of the day, we are human. We are also adults. So be respectful, bro. You don't have to go all out your way to be acknowledged or be noticed that you're being disrespectful. This nigga, I can't get off the fact that he was like, oh, with no ass. Why are you looking at this half-ass woman's ass? Lil Dusty. Them damn Timbs look uncomfortable and dusty. Look like that goddamn beard, and it's pissing me off. I ain't want to talk. Y'all drop down in the comment section what you feel. I'ma tag everybody that I just said, cause bitch, I want you to see it, ho. Okay? I'm gone.